One of the hardest things for us as Indigenous peoples is to convince the non-Indian that the natural world is sacred. We have been taught in an oral tradition as Acoma people from when we are born to acknowledge the earth and all its elements. We are put on this earth as human beings to have that respect and protection toward our mother, the earth. She nurtures every aspect of our lives. Where would we be without our plant relatives that nurture us, that provide us medicines, herbs, food? Where would we be without our relatives, the four-legged, that also nurture us and sacrifice their lives to nurture us through food? Where would we be without the water? Water is life, as we say, throughout Indigenous cultures. Mother Earth doesn't compromise, right? And she's given us extreme signs today that we're not doing our job, right, in protecting her. So my concern are these rights, the inherent rights of Mother Earth. Who speaks for the river? Who speaks for our sacred mountain? Who speaks for the trees, that are being logged as a form of commodification, a form of economic development? The earth that we hold so dear, that is used in numerous capacities in the extractive industries, in mining, oil and gas development, and, hydrology, that has created water as a quantified resource, right? The quantification of water is such an important concept for us as Indigenous peoples because it's been quantified out of our existence, right? And given higher priorities to states, counties, and municipalities, even though we have the prior and paramount rights of all those populations. Our traditional knowledge, our culture, our traditions, our spirituality are so interconnected with these sacred places that we're here to acknowledge and develop strategies to protect. Almost every Indigenous nation in the United States has a concern about their traditional languages becoming extinct. And I think that is the root of our existence. If we can't pray in our traditional language to these traditional cultural sites that we're here to protect, then we've lost a lot of that foundation of who we are as Indigenous peoples. And that's extremely important to me, to leave that for the future, to leave that for our children and their children. I know I'm only one person, but I think if we as a collective come together and make a commitment, not only to ourselves, to our peoples, to our nations, but to Mother Earth, right? That's the ultimate commitment, when we can inherently say as individuals, as peoples, that our priority and concern as we move toward the future is to protect the mother that has nurtured us. Without that, we will no longer exist as human beings.